Hey there, this is Jennifer with NorthwestStamper.com, and today I wanted to share with you this cute little bunny box tutorial. I'm making it as little Easter bunnies for my kids' baskets, but you could use it for anyone who likes a little spring decor. So it's really fun to make, and it's really easy thanks to this Curvy Keepsake box. Now, this is the Curvy Keepsake die. If you follow me on Pinterest, you know I have a board that has over 100, I think it's over 150 different ideas using this. Now this die set comes with tags, and it comes with this thing that if you see it in the catalog, you're gonna think, oh, this is, this makes Christmas ornaments. It looks kind of like those old time bulbs. And I in fact do have a video where you make a little treat bag that looks like a Christmas ornament. But when you go to actually make it into a box, the cool thing is that you cut out two and they go together to make these great bases that you can do all kinds of fun things with. So let me show you really quick how to put this together, and then I will show you all the pieces to put your bunny together, and you'll see it's really easy to do. Now, a really quick tip when you're doing the Curvy Keepsake, if you want to optimize your paper, when I first did a tutorial on this, I hadn't realized this trick, is that if you take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper and you cut it at 6 inches, so you have 8.5 by 6, you can do 2 cutouts to make one box. Then you can get a third cutout out of the remaining, so you can actually get 3 out of one piece of 8.5 by 11, whereas a lot of times when you try to do it, you only can get 2. So this is what I found to be the most efficient way to do your cutting for the Curvy Keepsake box. So when you get your box, what you want to do is you first fold up at the score lines to get it started. And once you have that, this is the starter of your box, you'll want to actually curve your pieces so they actually do the nice curviness. Otherwise it's not really a Curvy Keepsake box, it's just a kind of bent around box. So just use your bone folder like you were curling ribbon. It'll help give it a nice smooth curve, so as you can see here. And then the last step is to take this little top notch and fold it away from where you've curved. This will just help it close up a little bit better. So we have our pieces, they're nice and curved. Then to stick them together, just grab some fast fuse, and you just want to put a little on the inside of one on the sort of outer rounded corner. Then take your other piece, flip it over and do it that same area, but now you're on the bottom. And so then you can just stick corner to corner together and you have your box. So this just gives you your basic box that holds together by itself nicely. That's going to be your bunny. So then the next part we'll do is we'll make our feet. Now I started with the extra wide oval. This is a nice thing when you have this third piece, if you're making many, you can just use it for your feet and your ears. So you need 4 of those out of your white cardstock. And then I used the large oval punch, and this I did for the insides of my ears and feet. We're going to do 4 of them again. I used it out of this perfectly artistic designer paper. This has the marble pattern on one side, which also looks really adorable in this bunny, or the watercolor wash side, which is what I ended up using. Now, just as a side note, this paper is only available through the end of Celebration, which is that promotion where for every $50 you spend, you can get a stamp set or a pack of paper or an accessory free from the catalog. And this was one of those items. So it's only going to be here through the end of March. So if you love it, grab it now. But I punched out 4 using that large oval punch. And then we're just going to tape them down onto our white ovals. Now for my feet, I did put these in the center, and for the ears it's a little bit off center, and I'll show you what I mean by that in just a second here. So we have, for our feet, put your pink here in the middle, so it's kind of evenly around. And then for the ears, I tucked that down just a little, so it's sort of stuck down to the bottom of the ovals. So ears, feet. Now for the feet, I just grabbed a dimensional one for each foot, and stuck them on the bottom so that I could just attach them to the front of my box. So we're just going to start building this bunny right now. So I found it easier when it was closed because I could kind of get a feel for what it was going to look like. So I just have them sort of sitting off to the side, leaving room in the middle for my face. So those are pressed down there. And then go ahead and open one side so that we can get ready for the ears. So for the ears, you're going to pick one and you're going to do the same bone folder trick that we did when we were curving the box, just to get the ear started, because I have one of my ears is rolled over and I just think it gives your bunny so much personality. So I have one that's curved, one that's straight, and then you're going to take the other side and fold it down. This is the secret to being able to open your box and still have the ears be attached and not get in the way. So you just sort of stick your fingernail in, fold it over. You can, I'm not precise on this, so it's just sort of whatever feels good to you. Well, then on the inside of your box here, grab your fast fuse and you want to run a piece right along this edge here. Because what you're going to do is you're going to tuck in your ears and press it down. So I sort of tuck it in and then I fold it over to help make sure it has good pressure. Then take the other one, tuck it in, and just sort of press these down. Now, what I did, because they're still sticky, is take a piece of your paper and some scissors and just cut a little strip that you can kind of place over the glue. And this will just sort of hold down over the fast fuse, and it'll help hold down your ears as well. So just a piece just to kind of cover up that extra adhesive. If any hangs over the edge, you can just grab your scissors, snip it off. So now your bunny ears will stay in place when you open and close your box. So our bunny's getting closer. So now what we'll do is we'll work on this face. For that, I used my owl punch. And we are going to take the large eyes, are going to be his cheeks. So we just tuck this in, punch those out. And those are his cheeks. I'm going to use this pink pirouette for his nose. Actually, this is probably Blushing Bride, not pink pirouette, to go with the paper. And then we're going to use black, and we're going to use those two little tiny eyes. So get that in here. And then this one is always the hardest to deal with, so find somewhere that you can set them that you will be able to still see them. Put mine, oh, there's one, there's two on here. Now for your cheeks, grab another dimensional and cut it in half. Stick it on the cheeks. So you gotta have cute puffy cheeks. Wouldn't it be good just to have flat little cheeks, right? Gotta make this bunny adorable. So you just peel off the backing and put one cheek. And then the other one, when you peel it off, you're gonna just stick it so it's sitting right next to the first. Here, I'll tip him up so you can kind of maybe see him a little bit better. There. And two cheeks. So we have our two little cheeks, and then you can take your heart. And I use the fine tip glue pen just because I think it's easier on these small pieces. Liquid glue tends to work pretty well for these guys. So just put some glue on here, and he will go on top, get glued straight down on top of the nose. I mean on top of the cheeks for your adorable little nose. Yay! So we have a nose, some cheeks, and then this part sometimes is easier to open it back up for, is put a little tiny bit of glue on the end of your one of these black pieces, and then it will go in here for an eye. One eye. Whoops, and if it's up a little high, can still nudge it around a little bit, maybe. There. One eye, and we'll do 2 eyes. So now we have our bunny mostly finished. You have his eyes and his face, his ears, and his feet. Now there's 2 more pieces that we're gonna do. If you want, optionally, if you're making a little girl bunny, take this little Blushing Bride ribbon and you can tie a little bow onto it. So I'll do my little bow here. I usually tie bows while the ribbon is still attached to the spool. I'll probably have to do another video to show you this little trick because it's just the easiest way for me to do things. So make yourself a little tiny bow and then snip it off with your scissors. Use your good fancy ribbon scissors if you have them. And then we will just use a glue dot to stick it onto our bunny. Here, if I can find a glue dot, there's a glue dot. So, and I just stuck it onto the white here so it'll still open with the ears. And then the very last step is to make the little bunny tail. I use this really cute little honeycomb. These are the honeycomb embellishments in the Occasions catalog. They come in white, they come in the mint macaron, and they come in the cute Blushing Bride. So since this guy has the little bow already on there, we'll make my little girl bunny have the Blushing Bride tail. Now the cool thing is these are already pre-adhesed on the back, so you can take and just peel off the backing on one side, smash it down onto your bunny's butt, and then peel off the backing on the other side, and then all you have to do is flip it around and press down. And once you do that on both sides, make sure it's all nice and pressed, you have a cute little bunny tail for your cute little bunny box. So like I said, it's pretty easy to do. It just takes a few punches and a little bit of gluing. The gluing is probably the hardest part of the whole thing. But it is just so adorable, and if you can imagine putting this around for your guests, for your kids, put some jelly beans or some chocolates inside, and they have a fun little treat for them. Mine will be going on my kids' Easter baskets, so they'll have this as a fun little surprise for them. But you can do this anywhere. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. My email is jennifer@nwstamper.com, or leave me a comment. I love hearing from you guys. If you are interested in making one of these, like I mentioned, I have the Pinterest board that uses this Curvy Keepsake box for hundreds of projects. And if you don't have the box, you should totally get it. If you're looking for it, I have a link so that you can buy it down below. Otherwise, like I said, just message me and we can get you all hooked up. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, like the video, or you can subscribe to my channel because I have more fun projects coming for you very soon. So thanks so much and have a great day and happy stamping!